Hello and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat and welcome to this spicy little Vinyasa Flow class. We're going to start today standing at the top of our mat. So I'm going to have a sip of tea and I'll meet you there. Okay, so just planting your feet here in Tadasana. I always like to take a little bit of time. You know how a cat pads about before it finally settles. Just a really nice way of arriving in this present moment, of grounding yourself against the mat and kind of visualize the earth beneath you. You can spread your toes, you can rock backwards and forwards from your heel to your toes and side to side, do all of those little movements and then really bed the feet down. Separate them a little bit so that they're underneath your hips. And then close your eyes and just spend a moment feeling into your body. So just let the arms hang, let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Feeling that connection with the earth all the time. Don't lose that. And then very lightly start to engage the legs. So that might feel like the kneecaps lifting slightly or the large muscles of the thighs becoming slightly activated. And then the same across the belly. So the lower belly, just begin to activate there. Just draw it in very slightly. So this is just early days. We're not going 100%. And then feeling that kind of energy from where you're pressing into the earth, coming all the way up the legs, through the core, the ribs, the sides of the body, the back of the body, the shoulders, the neck, and all the way to the crown of the head. So standing tall without being sort of ramrod. So the fingers are softly curled and the face is soft and the heart is soft. But there is activation in the large muscles of the legs, in the core where we want to build strength and heat. And then maybe take a couple of breaths where you breathe in fully through the nose and sigh out of the mouth. All these little things, these little adjustments just help us arrive. Okay, and then we will get moving. So on your next in-breath, ground through the feet fully. Press down as you sweep the arms overhead. The hands can touch, they don't have to. Pause here. Feel that full body stretch, maybe a little micro back bend. Maybe we've softened through the knees at this point. And then fold forward, either arms wide with a flat back or drawing the hands down through the midline. Find a forward fold. So again, you can soften the knees even more here if you need. You can let the upper body hang. You can do any amount of movement, of sways from side to side. So we're going to do a little round of sun salutation, but we're doing this round slowly. This will be our warm-up. Okay, finding stillness. Next, inhale, lift halfway, fingertips to the ground or to your legs, or a block here. If you need to get a block, that's absolutely fine. And then step the right foot back, all the way back. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. And then, as always, options are fingers to stay on the floor, or you can bring them to the knee or lift the arms overhead. But what we're really looking for here is to start to open into the hips. So whichever feels most comfortable for you. And really start to follow your breath here. So this is our first round, so don't go in too hard in the hips. Just start to ease your way in. Okay, bring the fingertips down to the ground if you don't have them there already, and then slowly extend that left leg, coming into half splits. The leg doesn't have to be completely straight, but again, we're easing our way in, feeling. And then maybe any amount of movement with the breath, little fold forward, micro lift as you inhale, little folding as you exhale. But these are just additional little things you might want to do. And just keep the breath flowing nice and smooth. And then rock forward. So we're coming back into that low lunge. Tuck the toes under at the back. Step back to plank. You can bring the knees down if you want. Pause here. Press into the earth with your hands. Find that grounding just like we did with the feet at the beginning. And then we'll lower down either all the way or, if you're ready for it already, halfway. So maybe first round we go all the way. We bring the knees, then the chest. Keep the hands where they are as you slide your body forwards, ending up with the hands underneath the shoulders. And then engage the legs, press into the hands, tuck the elbows in, lift into cobra, any amount. Lower back down, tuck the toes. Move back through an active child and then lift the hips. Soft first downward dog. Pause here for a full round of breath. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands, back into this forward fold. Soften the knees, press into the feet, come all the way up. Pause for that full body stretch. And then fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. This time step the left foot all the way back, lower the knee and untuck the toes. Feel your way into the hips here, finding any amount of sway or movement, deciding where you wish to put your arms and hands. Connecting deeply to your breath. And then slowly lower the fingertips down, extend back into your half splits. Maybe noticing as well in these early rounds where there is a difference between the two sides of the body. Maybe one hip or shoulder feels particularly stiff, maybe one leg feels really tight in the hamstring. So just acknowledging where you notice these differences and then work with them. Always moving and treating yourself with the utmost of tenderness and care. Even as we build strength and suppleness and inner fire, and as we build confidence and life skills and all these amazing things that yoga can bring to us, we're still doing it with care. Okay, slowly rock back forward. Plant the fingertips at the front. Tuck the back toes, lift the back leg and step to plank. Move through your flow. So again, exactly as we did last time, knees down. If you're ready to just do a halfway lower through chaturanga, if that feels okay already, finding upward dog and then downward dog. Settle in here again for a full round of breath. And then again, slowly walk the hands back to the front, the feet back to the front of the mat. Separate the feet so that they're under the hips again. Find that forward fold. And then bend the left knee a lot. Plant the left fingertips or the flat of the palm, or place the hand on a block underneath your face. And then peel this right arm up, shoulder, elbow, fingers. Lower that hand down. Plant the right hand down, bend the right knee a lot, peel open to the left, shoulder, elbow, fingers. And then bring the left hand down as well. Maybe this time you hold the backs of your legs, or maybe hold your opposite elbows. Soften the knees as much as you need and sway as much as you like. And then finding stillness, press into the feet, press, press, press. It's like pressing into the earth to bring the energy to come up to standing, sweep the arms overhead. Okay, leave the left arm high, bring the right arm down Place the hand on your right thigh, keeping the feet nice and wide. You've got a lovely wide foundation. Take a breath in right to the tips of those left fingers. And as you breathe out, just lean to the right. Let your right hand slide down your thigh. Keep the weight grounded in both feet. Inhale back to center. Right arm comes to join the left. And then keep the right arm high. Bring the left hand down to your thigh. Take a breath in right to the ends of the right fingers. And then as you exhale, lean to the left. Let the left hand slide down your thigh. Breathe into the side of the body. Both feet rooted. And then lift the left arm to meet the right. Pause here. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. You can heel toe the feet a little closer together. Okay, and we're going to start moving again. So next in-breath, lift the arms overhead, picking up a little bit of pace. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back and then sort of heel toe the left foot to the side and bring the left hand inside. So we're in lizard lunge. Again, same applies. You can be on fingertips, you can be on blocks, you can have your palms flat and then move. So little rocks backwards and forwards maybe on the back toes. Maybe you open the left hip and come onto the knife edge of your left foot. Maybe you would rather lower the back knee. So it's all good. We're just exploring into this hip, finding any amount of kind of organic, delicious movement here. And then bring the left foot flat if you haven't already. Bring the hands a little closer together. Spring off that back foot. Place the right foot outside the right hand and then come down into Malasana, into our Yogi squat. Hands can stay on the ground or bring the elbows to the inner thighs. Keep that sternum lifting towards your thumbs. Find your gaze point. Reconnect with your breath. Bring the fingertips to the floor. Lift the hips a fraction. Straighten the feet so they're parallel and then find a forward fold again, this time with this really wide base. Soften the knees, come all the way up to standing. Feel that foundation really solid. Bring the hands back to the heart. Bring the feet back together. We'll do that on the other side and then we are going to flow. Okay, next inhale, sweep the arms. Pause for that full body stretch. Don't miss it. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back. Readjust that front foot so both hands are on the inside. And then start your little exploration, feeling into the back leg, opening into the hip, any amount of delicious movement. So here is a key point where it's vital that you're listening, feeling for little subtle messages or maybe not so subtle messages that your body is giving you. So often we wait until we're in acute pain or we've pulled something or we're very ill and then we realize, but actually there will have been signs. We need to learn to attune to our own bodies so we can pick up on messages so that we can catch things early on and save ourselves a lot of strife. Okay, so bringing that foot flat again. Move the left hand in a bit, spring forward, finding your squat once more. Fingers to the floor or elbows to the inside of the thighs. Keep that sternum lifted, lifting through the crown of the head. And then fingertips down, lift the hips a fraction, parallel the feet. Find that forward fold. Maybe hold the back of your legs. It can be quite nice to do a really nice firm sort of stroking of the back of the legs. Press into the feet, roll up with this lovely wide base. And then hands to our heart. Step the feet back together. Okay, release the hands. Take one full round of breath, grounding, really rooting down into the earth, feeling that length through the body. Hopefully things are feeling a little bit warmer now. And we'll move. So sweep the arms overhead. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to step or jump straight into plank, knees up or down, and then move through your flow, through cobra or upward dog, and then downward dog. And then we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So move on your own breath, which will probably be slightly different to mine. And at the end of your 5th breath, we're moving back to the front of the mat. So you can prepare or wait there if your 5 breaths are done. Okay, that's the end of my 5th breath. So I'm going to jump through, but you could walk with a million little steps if you'd rather. I like to do a big bend of the knees and then jump my feet through, finding that forward fold. Okay, soften the knees. We're standing back up, arms overhead. Next out breath, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through your flow. We're going to start building a little bit of heat here. Okay, 4 breaths in this downward dog. If you are not in a static downward dog yet, if you're still feeling like you could benefit from some movements, from easing out the backs of the legs, by all means do that. Keep the knees bent if you need. And at the end of your 4th breath, look where you're going. Either lots of little steps or a jump. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold back down. You can probably see where we're going now. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through your flow. 3 breaths in downward dog. At the end of your 3rd breath, however you want to travel back to the front of your mat, kind of land in this halfway lift, fold, soften the knees, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, travel through your vinyasa. Make it work for you. 2 breaths in downward dog. Travel back to the front of the mat, however you get there. Soften the knees, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward for our last round of this. Inhale, look forward as you lift the heart. Plant the hands, move with control. Keep everything nice and tight, drawn into the midline as you cruise through your flow. 1 breath in downward dog. Travel back to the front. Find that forward fold, soften the knees. Lift up, this time draw the hands to the heart. Maybe separate the feet a little. Pause here. Just let the thumbs rest against the sternum. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. You can feel that energy that we've started to move through the body. Okay, just center yourself here before we move again. It's a good feeling, right? Okay, when you're ready, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, cruise through your vinyasa. And find downward dog. Okay, this time we're going to step our right foot between our hands, lift the right leg behind you first if you like that. I find it really helps propel me with momentum. And then seal the back heel and find your warrior two. Adjust your feet. Find that downward energy. There's a sort of upward energy coming from the feet and a downward energy. And the two should balance each other out so we're not just collapsing in. Energy to the tips of the fingers. Feel the strength here. Draw in that core. Feel, I know we're kind of outwardly sort of spread this way, but there's an energy that draws everything into that midline. Okay, when you're ready, drop the back hand, reverse your warrior, keep the legs exactly where they are. And then sweep to Skandasana at the back of your mat. So bend your left leg, right toes pointing up. We're going to do a funky transition here into side plank on our left hand. So try to keep nice and low. Come back to the front. First we'll do a twist actually. Plant the left hand. We'll do it in stages. We'll do an easy twist first and then move into side plank on your left hand. Options are to have the foot on the ground in front of you or even bend the leg and bring the foot here. If you're balancing your feet on top of each other, maybe the right arm comes alongside the ear, lifting the hips a little. Maybe you'd like to lift that right leg, or maybe plant the foot and do a kind of tree version. Loads and loads of options. Okay, come back to plank. Plant the right foot down on the ground. Lift the left leg behind you. Send the right arm forward. Really feel that core engagement. Take a breath in as you breathe out. Draw the knee and elbow to the middle. Inhale, reach. Draw everything in. Reach it out. Draw it in, reach it out. Nice. Plant the right hand down and the left toes. Lift the right knee into the chest. Draw it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press into the earth. And then come back to downward dog. Oh, nice. Okay. Gather yourself here for a round of breath. Okay, then we'll step the left foot through. So again, if you want to reach it out behind you first, step between your hands, seal the back heel, find your warrior two, adjust, feel for the energy, traveling up the legs, traveling to the tips of the fingers. When you're ready, we'll reverse our warrior. Gently drop that back hand, legs stay where they are, strong and active. Reach to the tips of the fingers here. Feel that stretch in the left side body. And then coming into Skandasana, bending the right leg. Left toes high. Okay, slow, low travel back to the front of the mat. Plant the right hand, move into an easy twist. Left hand to the sky. And then find your side plank. Okay, remember all the options. Arm can come alongside the ear. You can lift the left leg. That can be nice and strong. Maybe find a tree side plank. I particularly love that one. Bring the left hand down, bring the left knee down, lift the right leg. Send the left arm forward. Feel that core engagement. Take a full breath in. Breathe out, bring elbow and knee to the middle. Push as you come out. So it's a real energy, so drawing in with a bit of resistance, and then feel the joy of extension. One more time, draw it in, reach in both directions. Bring the left hand down, the right toes down, and then press into the hands, bring the left knee into the chest. Press the earth away, hold, squeeze that left knee in, find downward dog. Come up onto the toes, rock forward into plank. Okay, bend the knees, come back. So we're going to do this a few times. So rocking forward into plank, draw the chin in, create as much mobility in the spine as you can. A little addition, if you wish, as you come forward, you can then let the hips drop down into this kind of hanging cobra. It's quite tight on the lower back, so go in carefully. And when you come out, bend the knees a lot and then ripple back to downward dog. So that's just an option. Otherwise, just rolling from downward dog to plank. Okay, next time we come forward, we move through our Vinyasa, our upward dog or cobra, then our downward dog. Step the right foot between your hands, lift it out first if you need. Keep the back knee lifted, lift up into high lunge. Find the breath. Take a breath in. As you next exhale, cactus the arms, shine the heart forward. Take another breath in here, and as you breathe out, lean forward, close the hands together. Inhale, lean back, cactus. Exhale, lean as far forward as you can, let the hands meet. Inhale. Exhale. And then back up into our high lunge. Okay, seal the back heel again. Bring the left foot in a little. Open the arms, we'll move into triangle. So that sideways pull. And then we move. So don't forget here, we're wanting to keep our body in alignment. We want as if we're between those planes of glass. I know that's a very overused yoga teacher cue, but it's quite useful. As soon as this shoulder or the upper body starts rotating down, you've gone too far and you need to come back up. So just bear that in mind. Press into both feet. Okay, slowly, as if you're being pulled by that top hand. Engage the core, come back up, reverse your triangle. Both legs straight. Sweep the hands to the floor, straight back to downward dog, or move through your vinyasa. Your choice. We'll send the left foot through. Find your balance, lift up into high lunge. Energy's really flowing now. Take a breath in. Cactus the arms. So it's with resistance, elbows down, palms forward, as if they're pressing into something. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lean the torso forward. Let the hands meet. Inhale. Come back. Keep the legs where they are. Exhale forward. Really strong for the legs. Lots of energy moving. Last one. Cactus the arms. Okay. Bring the hands back up. Seal the heel down. Open the arms to the side. Move that back leg in a bit. Extend first. And then find your triangle. Trikonasana. So keep this top hip, needs to be opening out, kind of stacked. Reach to the top of the fingers. And then being pulled gently by the top hand, arms out, reverse your triangle, both legs straight. Cartwheel the hands to the front of the mat, straight back to downward dog, or move through your flow. Choice is yours. And then, oh, that feels so good. Oh my goodness, I really hope you feel a fraction of the energy and spaciousness and clarity that I'm feeling right now. Okay, so we're just going to have a couple of breaths here. Hopefully the backs of the legs are feeling nice and warm and open. Really enjoy this downward dog. And then we'll come to a seat. So you can come to your knees and move your legs around that way, or you can bend the knees and then kind of do a little hop through. We're going to meet in boat Navasana. So if you'd like to hold behind the legs, do that. Otherwise, we'll have the lower legs parallel to the floor and the arms out. Keep this connection. There's a tendency to kind of sink back, so keep this lifted as much as you can. Nice. Okay, gently lower the feet, slide the legs long. We'll find our Paschimottanasana. So both legs forward, toes flexed. You can walk your hands, or you can lift the arms overhead, take a full breath. It's almost like kind of lifting out of the waist, and then hinge forward, find your edge, lower the hands anywhere on the mat, on your legs, doesn't matter where. Any amount of little adjusting of your bum to get nice and comfortable. Legs do not have to be straight. Breathe into this shape. So we're slowly starting to let everything begin to come down a little. Feeling that energy settling again. Okay, release wherever you're holding. Come back up to sitting. Bring your right sole of your foot against your left thigh. Plant the right hand outside your right hip. We'll lift up into Stargazer. Big breath in, peel open. Finding that beautiful sense of spaciousness in the body. Slowly sit yourself back down. Switch legs. Right leg long, left foot against the right thigh. Plant the left hand just outside your left hip. When you're ready, breathe in to swoosh yourself open. Slowly lower the hips. Come to a nice cross-legged shape. An easy position. Okay, plant your hands on your knees. And with your next in-breath, lift the arms. Breathe out as we move into a twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Lifting through the spine first, twisting from the belly. Unwinding that as you bring the arms overhead. Exhale, twist the other way, left hand behind. Again, lifting long through the spine, then twisting from the belly. Slowly unravel, lift the arms. This time, let the palms touch, close the eyes. Seal in your practice as we draw the hands down to the heart. Maybe let the head follow, bow in. And then lifting your head, maybe you want to just whisper yourself a really cheesy little sweet love note. You took the time, you did it. Life's crazy. You took the time to step away and get onto your mat, to move your body, to find joy in your body, to feel that energy shifting. And I am so proud of anyone that can take the time out of their life to do something like this. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me. It means the world to me. There is nothing that I love more than sharing yoga with people. It has literally changed my life, and I want to share it with as many people as I possibly can. It really has, it is a venture that comes from my heart. So if you did like this video, please consider sharing it with people, dropping a comment, liking it, definitely subscribing so that you never miss another one. I'm kind of getting the feeling that it's the slightly more energized, more Vinyasa style flows that are popular. So expect loads more of those. Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day here in the Lake District. Spring is definitely springing and I am here for it. So from my gorgeous little home studio to wherever you are, from my heart to yours, thank you for practicing with me. I hope you feel great now, and I will see you on a mat again soon. Bye.